Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It's a beautiful day. I'm over here in the north 40 acres at that experimental planting area. Let me show you what's in the back of the truck. So I brought some more water, which lost a little bit of it on the way over here, which is expected. I've got fine mesh wire down there and this other 2x4 mesh wire and enough T-posts to put fencing around each one of the trees that I've planted out here so far. Let's go take a look at the trees that we planted the other day. See how they're looking. We caught a little rain last night, so maybe they got another watering from nature. And I've got 2 more trees to plant. Let's take a look at those. If you caught that video, you know which trees I still have to go. Yeah, that water's dripping out of the bed of the truck still. Let's see if we can see some signs of water flow through here. You can definitely see some moisture in the soil. So we've got a bur oak over here that we still need to plant. Looks like my pond muck captured a cricket. Oh, he's still alive. Yeah, they don't see water very often out here. Well, nothing ate the bur oak last night. That's good. I'm going to plant this one right here. It looks like it had a little bit of water flow through here. With some rabbit droppings there. That's good. Good fertilizer. I brought another bucket of pond muck for the mulberry tree. Let's look at our palm that's over here. See if anything ate more on it since the last time we looked at it. Yeah, I'm going to put that fine mesh on there. Hopefully it'll keep the rodents out. It's obviously rodents. You can see how close it's chewed to the base there. The little tree looks like it perked up a little bit from the watering from yesterday. And I'm sure the rain last night helped as well. All these native plants were looking drought stressed yesterday. You can see all the algae coming back to life from that rain. Interesting. This palm looks like the leaves opened up a little bit more since yesterday. Yeah, I'd say we had a little water flow through here. There's a little water. The road coming into here, you have to go across where all these 3 creeks worth of water cuts down. Mulberry tree looks good. Doesn't look like anything ate on it last night. It took a beating in the truck. You can see it's already starting to try to bud back out right here and here. Well, it doesn't look like anything ate on the pecan tree. Another good sign. You can see some signs of that mycorrhizal fungi because I inoculated it at the house. Right there on that leaf. And we've got one more tree that we planted. These still look pretty dry over here. You can see these are kind of wilted looking. That's a nice little area back here. That's that honey mesquite. Got a decent little base on it. You can see something bedding in underneath here. Might be javelina. Could be a mountain lion, you never know. Well, it looks like this bur oak made it through the night without anything trying to chew on it either. Those leaves got burned a little bit in the back of the trailer. I'm hoping it'll bounce back good. Yeah, looks good. So most of the trees, I just need to put the fencing around them and get these other two in the ground. Hopefully they're not going to be as bad as this one was. That was like digging in a compacted caliche driveway. I mean, it was tough. So this mulberry here, I'm going to plant it right in that area. We'll see how it is there. This one, this palm was pretty rocky too, but it wasn't, too bad. You can see all the rock that came out of it. Well, let's get all the stuff down here and start planting. Yeah, I didn't have to dig too far before I started hitting some more coarse aggregate and dry powdery soil again. I'd say it's about 100 millimeters, about 4 inches down. Had a little moisture in it. And let me keep going. Got a ways to go still. Hopefully it won't get too bad. It won't turn into like the pecan tree was over here. Well, I had a pretty good solid layer there. I'm about 60 centimeters deep, about 2 feet deep. But it is solid there. I think it's deep enough. So I'm going to put this bucket of pond muck in there. And then I'll put a little layer of the soil that I excavated out of that hole. Place the mulberry tree in there. This mulberry tree is going in this one. And backfill it up to within about 6 inches of the surface, about 15 centimeters from the surface. And then I'll inoculate it with the mycorrhizal fungi. It's an endo and ecto blend. And the biochar here. That's some kind of interesting larva that came out of that pond muck in there. So we got our mulberry in the ground. Just to recap, we've got about a 5-gallon bucket of pond muck in the bottom, and then I put a layer of the soil that was excavated out of the hole, placed the mulberry tree, backfilled it up within about 15 centimeters of the surface, about 6 inches of the surface, and added the biochar. So I'm fixing to add the inoculant. It's made by Bioorganics. That's mycorrhizal fungi landscaping inoculant. So this is kind of a catch-all. It's a blend of endo and ecto mycorrhizal fungi, so one of them more than likely will associate with whatever you're planting. Here's the ingredients if you're interested. So I'm going to put 3 spoons of that in this hole, and then we'll backfill it. I'm going to add water to it and then backfill it with the soil. And I'll leave a little bit of a dam right here where it wants to draw some more water into the mulberry when we do get a little rain event that brings water down this gully here. Okay, we got this one buttoned up. Let that water soak in. I'll give it another couple buckets before I leave, just to make sure that the soil's good and hydrated for it to get established a little bit. Well, off to the bur oak planting. Well, I think that's enough fun in the sun for one day. So I've got 2.5 more fencings to do around the trees. This is the bur oak that's farthest to the east. Let's take a walk down and look at them real quick. Still got this pecan tree to do. We got our mulberry fenced in. I know a lot of goats and cattle like mulberry, so I figured that'd be a good one to go ahead and get done today. Got our palm, of course. Hopefully this stops the rodent from getting in there. Maybe it'll be more effort than it's worth for it. We'll see. I'll do more if I need to. I got the post in on this bur oak, and I got the fencing on this other palm tree. This was the saddest looking one. The largest branch there was chewed on too. It was laying on the ground, but it's still attached, so I just kind of propped it up with the fencing. Gave everything one last good watering. It looks like I'll be back tomorrow to finish these fences up and then start in on some other projects. Well, I think that's going to be it for this one. If you like what I'm doing out here and you want to help speed this project up, there's a few ways to do that in the description. Buy Me Coffee is one. There's also Amazon. All of it goes towards getting me out here full time and making this project go a lot faster. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.